Hey everyone, this is All Parks, here this week to tell you about a state park in North Carolina called Stone Mountain. Although at the time of uploading this video, the park is temporarily closed to help with social distancing, we hope to give you some tips when it reopens on what to do, what to see, and what to watch out for. Stone Mountain State Park is located in northwestern North Carolina, about an hour and a half north of Charlotte. It became a park in 1969, then a national natural landmark in 1975. The main feature of the park is a granite dome which stands just over 2,300 feet tall. It's a popular place to visit for its hiking, which I'll go into soon, as well as its beautiful waterfalls and mountain views, and rock climbing. You can often see climbers in winter since the dome is southward facing. All rock climbing is done at the climber's own risk. The park does not maintain the existing climber routes, and setting up new routes is not allowed. Fishing is allowed throughout the year during park hours and is known for its trout. You'll need a special permit to fish at Bullhead and Rich Mountain Creeks, which are catch and release only. Be sure you're in compliance with North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission before heading out. Stone Mountain also offers tent, trailer, and RV camping, as well as 6 backpack camping sites. A non-electric campsite is between $19 and $23, and campsites with electric hookups cost $24 to $33. The campgrounds have bathhouses, water spigots, group grills, and dump stations for RVs. There are several hiking trails that range from easy to strenuous. If you're not sure about which hike to start on, I'd recommend the Stone Mountain Loop Trail since you've got a lot of interesting sights on your hike. This trail is a good workout for sure. Although it's only 4.5 miles total, the elevation gain is 700 feet, so it is considered strenuous. Towards the base of Stone Mountain itself, the loop trail goes by a historic homestead exhibit, which you can take a look at to see how settlers lived and farmed. The trail then progresses through the woods and leads to a beautiful waterfall. You'll have to travel down a wooden staircase to the base of the falls. Don't try to climb around the rocks. People have died from falling off due to the slippery nature of the wet stones, so use common sense if you're planning to take pictures. Once you return up the staircase, the hike does continue through the woods, which is pretty scenic overall. Especially if you go in fall with the leaves changing colors, you've got a lot of great photo opportunities. I will say the elevation gain seems to happen rather quickly, so when the trail starts getting steep, make sure to pace yourself so you don't run out of steam. Once you make it to the summit of Stone Mountain, the view is really amazing. Since the dome curves gradually, there's a lot of space at the top, which is good to view your surroundings or even set up a picnic lunch. I felt like it was definitely worth the effort, and it was a really great view. Give yourself a few hours if you feel like giving Stone Mountain Loop a try. If you're planning more low-key hike, Wolf Rock Trail is another good option. You can start the Wolf Rock hike from the Stone Mountain Loop Trail. It's 1.5 miles one way and has views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Another option is Cedar Rock Trail, which is also accessed from Stone Mountain Loop. It's 1 mile one way and also has views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. But no matter which hike you choose, you can treat yourself afterwards with a visit to the Stone Mountain Country Store, which is only a couple of miles from the park. They've got lots of snacks and different food options, but they've got some really good ice cream. So this might sound funny, but if you're using a GPS to get to the park, make sure you put in the correct park name. There is a Stone Mountain in Georgia, and we've had friends accidentally put the wrong destination in GPS. So save yourself the time and mileage and make sure you put the one in for North Carolina. If you're planning to go for one of the more challenging hikes, make sure you bring some decent hiking boots, preferably boots you've worn before. Overall, the trails are well maintained, but there are some areas where you may have uneven steps. Towards the top of Stone Mountain, it gets very steep, and the granite can be slippery if it's rained recently, so make sure you've got some comfortable footwear. Cell phone signal is not the most reliable. I was able to get signal at the top, but it was pretty hit or miss in the woods, so keep that in mind. It's also a good idea to stick to the marked trails. The forest and areas with tall grass can have ticks in the warmer months, which is something to watch out for. Make sure to bring enough water. I'd recommend bringing a CamelBak to bring with you if you're planning on one of the longer trails, or if you plan to go in summer when it can get kind of warm. Make sure to pace yourself before starting any of the hikes. It can be tempting to want to get off to a quick start, but the elevation can sneak up on you, so keep to a steady pace if you plan to make it to the top without taking all day. So Stone Mountain State Park is definitely a great place to go for the scenery and for some rewarding hiking. We're happy to have covered our first state park on this channel and hope to cover more in the future. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and hit subscribe to hear more on our experiences to national parks, state parks, and green spaces. Stay safe, and until next time, this is All Parks.